sleeve. But first, let's start with something quite nice: the screen. On the display side of things, you're all set for that fast-paced gaming you crave. The 17-inch IPS display clocks in with a 144Hz refresh rate and 3 millisecond overdrive response time. We've also included NVIDIA's G-Sync technology, giving you seamless, tear-free frames. Fortunately, those frames are supported by the hardware that's inside, with up to a 9th Gen Intel Core i9 processor, GeForce RTX 2080, 64GB of DDR4 2666 MHz RAM, and plenty of storage to keep your library loaded and your load times low. Which brings us into overclocking, something we've streamlined the Helio 700 for. This is the Hyperdrift keyboard, which can be slid out, increasing airflow through the top intakes and letting us push overclocking levels even higher than when docked. Much of this is made possible with our unique cooling technology, the AeroBlade 3D fan. The Helio 700 utilizes two of our latest generation, which are designed to pull in more air while reducing overall noise levels through their bionic design. In addition to sliding, the Hyperdrift keyboard features per-key RGB backlights, anti-ghosting, and several other unique qualities. First are our custom MagForce keys for WASD, which use an analog-like linear switch. These keys function like the analog joystick of a gamepad and allow users to have actuation from the initial all the way to the 100% full press. So for games involving stealth or more delicate control than a regular keyboard offers, this is perfect. And if you prefer, the MagForce keys can also be easily swapped out for the standard dome-style keycaps.
Like a mobile battle station you can take anywhere and play on any time. So let's start with the device itself. The chassis has metal top, bottom, and keyboard covers that give it a really refined look. The design definitely stands out. And the metal chassis also means that the Nitro 7 is thinner than most mainstream gaming laptops. It's just 19.9mm thick and only weighs 2.5 kilograms, so it's light enough to let you play wherever you please. The adapter is compact, it's easy to carry, and it's smaller than most mainstream adapters, so this device is even more portable. Sticking with the outside of the Nitro 7 for the moment, you'll see a full range of ports for hooking up all your gaming peripherals, including a USB Type-C Gen 1 and an HDMI 2.0. The Nitro 7 also comes with Killer E2500, and that detects and prioritizes games and delivers enough bandwidth for you to wave goodbye to video freezes and latency issues. Okay, let's open it up. We can see it's got really narrow bezels. They're under 7.5mm, and because of that, the screen-to-body ratio is boosted to 78%. The display itself, it's a full HD 15.6-inch IPS panel. It's got a refresh rate of 144Hz, and in overdrive mode, you can crank up the response time to 3 milliseconds. And all that means you'll enjoy smooth, blur-free gaming. Well, what about inside? What about the components? Well, the Nitro 7's metal shell houses a 9th Gen Intel Core processor and one of the latest NVIDIA GeForce GTX graphics cards. There's also up to 32 gig of DDR4 RAM and loads of storage, so you get plenty of gaming power, your download times will be faster, and you can store all the game data you need. But that's not all that's inside. The dedicated Nitro Sense key calls up the Nitro Sense UI, and from here you can monitor your CPU usage, control your sound, your sticky keys, and your LCD overdrive, and you can also manage your cooling by turning on Cool Boost technology, and this increases fan speed by 10% and CPU-GPU cooling by 9% compared to auto mode. So that's a look at the new Nitro 7, and you can use it to boost the fun for yourself and your friends wherever you go. Take the game to them.
3.2 Gen 1 Type-C and another two USB 3.2 Gen 1 ports. Alongside the USB ports lie an Ethernet port, a Kensington lock port, and a combo audio jack. Topside, there's a backlit keyboard with multi-touch touchpad below it, and a 720p webcam in the display bezel. The 15.6-inch IPS level display panel has a 1920 by 1080 resolution and up to an optional 144Hz refresh rate. Under the hood, we find up to an Intel Core i7-9750H processor, up to an RTX 2060 GPU, both kept cool thanks to our Cooler Boost 5 technology. It also comes equipped with an optional 16 gigs of RAM and expandable M.2 SSD storage to ensure a quick and fluid gaming experience even in the most demanding AAA game titles. Running benchmarks in Rainbow Six Siege and Shadow of the Tomb Raider on the highest quality preset showed Rainbow Six Siege averaging about 182 frames per second and Shadow of the Tomb Raider averaging 75 FPS. Keep in mind that our GF65 Thin used in this video is running on a GeForce GTX 1660 Ti GPU, so you can expect even better performance if you opt for the GeForce RTX 2060 model. The GF65 Thin is extremely light, weighing in at only 4.1 pounds with dimensions of about 14 inches in length, close to 10 inches in depth, and less than 1 inch in height with the lid closed. Taste victory wherever you go with the GF65 Thin.